After keeping us in the dark, waiting for any information for months and months, Nintendo has finally broken their strange, awkward silence in regards to their online service. Nintendo announced just a couple days ago that their online service would start out $20 per year and would launch at some point in 2018. Basically, playing online will be free until that point. You can do a 1-month subscription for $4 and 3 months for $8. So
that is dirt cheap.
It's extraordinarily cheap. They did go on to say that they're sticking with the whole use your phone to talk to people and schedule play appointments and invite people to games and so forth.
They're just not good on that.
Seems weird still. And as you saw in a previous video of the dongle to do, it's just not good. That app will be out in summer 2017 for free, a limited version. Here's what's interesting. Obviously, the price point is interesting because it's so incredibly cheap when compared to PlayStation Plus or to Xbox Live. $20 a year is less than half. If you remember, initially they announced that there would be a selection of NES games that you would have access to, and then after a month they would leave, and if you wanted them, you could buy them. So it essentially functioned like a demo, which is a thing we already have.
Yeah.
And then
but you're paying for
a demo.
You're paying for it because it's still a subscription. You just get to demo games.
And then
if you want them, you pay again.
Which is still just a demo.
Yeah.
And then like PS Plus and Xbox Live, they just give you games forever. And Nintendo gives them to you for a little while.
And occasionally you get some pretty good ones, too.
Sometimes. So a lot of people heard that and were like, that's fucking stupid because that's so much worse than what everyone else did. And even at $20 a year, that's still objectively worse in that regard because it's just a demo. Demos already exist. I can download demos on the Switch already. So they've changed that, it appears. We've gotten clarification. Kotaku kind of reached back out and got clarification from Nintendo to confirm this. But here's the quote that they initially released. Nintendo Switch Online subscribers will have ongoing access to a library of classic games with added online play. Users can play as much of the games as they want, as often as they like, as long as they have an active subscription.
So it'd be kind of like is it kind of like a streaming service?
You could call this Netflix. That's the term being coined on the internet.
NES Flix?
Right. It's basically Netflix, but with games. And that's pretty fucking rad. If they keep adding more and more NES games, and then they asked them about Super Nintendo games, and they basically said, we're talking about it, we're thinking about it, we'll tell you later. That could be really, really interesting.
If they want to make us
$20 a year.
Yeah, and if they want to make us like all very happy, they'll give us some, like a wider library instead of just NES and just SNES, because at that point it's basically like you could get an emulator and play them.
Sure, you couldn't do it on your Switch.
For me, I think that they could take the crown if they would just do all Nintendo games, if those were all available.
So you've got two routes you could take to get there. Basically, $20 a month, and they can continue expanding things into their Netflix library. But then at a certain point, $20 a month sounds like not enough. If you're talking about the Switch being able to play NES, SNES, N64, GameCube, Wii, who the fuck knows, that's going to be far and away probably too cheap. Now maybe they start offering tiers, so pay an extra
and
$5
that makes
a month,
sense.
$10 a month up to GameCube, whatever.
But still, the basic package is significantly cheaper than every other subscription per console. And the thing that I really like about this too is that they're solidifying that this is a console that initially is not really that bad. What was it? Was it $299?
Yeah.
I don't think that that's that bad.
It's not.
And you've got kids who can pay for that with the allowance. That's another thing too. You're going to basically say, hey, you're going to have this console and you can afford the subscription service.
You're keeping the entry level very, very
low.
Which
is very not like Nintendo, considering all the accessories that are so expensive.
Also, not like Nintendo is, listening to feedback and changing course.
Yeah,
because people were not happy with that initial plan. It's very strange that they've done that. The other option is to maybe $20 a month gets you NES games, and then the virtual console still would exist to buy the other ones.
Yeah.
Because that's another interesting thing is that when asked about the virtual console in general, they basically gave the line of, we have nothing further to announce. So the virtual console, I mean, if you're going to do this, if you're going to have this paid library of games you can just play whenever, there's really no need for the virtual console at that point, because why would you want to piecemeal buy them when you could pay $20 a month to just have all of them? Well, that's the reason we don't really rent movies that often, because we have Netflix.
Yeah.
There's no real need to. It's so typical Nintendo. I mean, earlier in the week they announced this, or they showed this dongle that you plug into your phone and then into your Switch and then into your headset to talk, and everyone's just like, why? What are you doing? And then a couple days later they're like, Netflix, and we're like, well, that's really forward thinking and cool and could be really amazing. Like, could you imagine paying $20 a month on your Switch and just having like all these games, they're just at your fingertips all the time in addition to the new titles? I mean, if you want to get people buying your subscription, it's just a great way to go about it, because like you mentioned earlier, paying $20 a year, $4 a month, whatever I literally just said it was, if you do it that way, that's going to wind up being, over the course of time, if they can get everybody, if they can get like half the people that bought the Switch on board with this,
it can be profitable for them.
$20 a year to get all these NES games, sure. I don't even care about online play, because it's going to suck with all these dongles and shit. Who wants to do that? But I'll pay it for NES games. That's cool. They're going to make money that way. It's smart. So to me, that's what they're looking at, and I'm very hopeful that at E3 they're going to announce much more.
I hope they do.
The raw hardware of that thing can run GameCube games. We've seen it done on emulators built on Android on the same architecture on NVIDIA Tegra devices. The Wii is like a GameCube and a half. So I am confident that given proper coding, the Switch could play everything up to Wii games. It could. And I'm still here saying, why the fuck do I not have Wii Sports on my Switch?
Right.
Why the fuck can I not take the Switch and set it down, and pull off the things, and go bowling? The fact that I can't do that pisses me off greatly. So if that's what we're talking about, if we're talking about rolling out a larger library, and maybe E3s where they hint at that or
God, I hope so.
This could be a game changer. Even if they say, look, this is a multi-year plan, just announcing it is a game changer.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that it's like, it's about damn time, first of all, that you listen to your audience, because they're the ones keeping you up there. I mean, we all know that Nintendo has like shitloads of money. They have been around for like a century. Like
the war chest.
That's great and everything, but it's about time that you start listening to the people who are buying your consoles.
Yeah.
So what my demands are:
my
virtual console to where I can, buy GameCube games. I don't even care like what it would cost. Netflix them. That's fine too.
Either way.
Because it is getting too difficult to find these games anywhere else, and you can emulate them, but that's. I mean,
you can do it on your Switch though.
Yeah.
You want to play it on a Switch.
Exactly. I want also, to be able to pull that up and play any Zelda game ever.
Also, that's illegal, kids.
Yeah, it's basically
don't break
like
the law.
It's pirating. We don't do that.
I've never broken any laws.
I want new Wii Sports. I don't just want the old Wii Sports. I want new Wii Sports.
I just want bowling and golf. You can keep.
They can make it a lot better though.
Boxing. I don't even give a shit.
What are some other games that they should come out with?
For the we might be getting a Metroid Prime game, which would be pretty fucking rad too. But
that would be cool.
That's for later topics on E3. So let us know what you think about this whole Netflix thing in the comments below.
It wouldn't be Netflix, because flicks are films.
Yeah, but I mean, this is like when people
Netflix.
This is when people call everything something gate, and I'm like, guys, Watergate was the name of a hotel. You can't use everything can't be something gate. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. So if we're all okay with everything gate, then Netflix is equally.
That's fine.
It's equally stupid.
Or GameFly, you remember that?
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's like that, but people might care.
Yeah.
Burn, take that, GameFly, you probably defunct company.
Mm-hmm.
So let us know what you think, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.